Hello my loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah. Here are some tips on how to stop absorbing the world's pain. There's millions of people suffering right now. As an empath, if you carry the weight of the world, you get very quickly mired and bogged down and entangled in the energy and the density. So you're in a much better position if you're grounded, centered, anchored into the earth, connected to the source of all creation. You're in a much better place to serve and tend and nourish and be in the right place at the right time when you've protected your peace. So protect your peace. If there's people, places, things that create agitation, that create discord, that create dysfunction, protect your peace, because your peace is such a valuable contribution to the world. Your inner sanctum, your grounded, centered presence of being is the most powerful gift you can give this planet and all of your community. Because when you're in that place, your responsibility is profound. If you're mired, entangled, embroiled in the weight and the disaster and the suffering and the pain, if you're mired in that, it's difficult to surface and see above and know what to do. Where do I end and others begin? If you're super sensitive, it's so easy to create an enmeshment with others. So being mindful of your own field, envisioning yourself in a golden energy bubble, morning, noon and night if you have to, before you go to sleep, upon waking, so that you set the parameters of your field, so that there's a defined space, like a force field around you, so that as you go about your day and you're interacting and you're relating and you're engaging, you have a defined sense of self, and you can breathe into this energy field. And anything you can do to strengthen that, whether it's breath work or Tai Chi or yoga, meditation, martial arts, singing, dancing, all of the things that involve the breath can help you define your energy field. It's always good to question what's mine, what's not. So if you're finding yourself in a tangle or you're out of sorts or there's something not sitting well with you, take a moment to just tune in and locate the source. Because 9 times out of 10, I guarantee you're going to find that it doesn't even belong to you. That you've picked up something from somebody else. Because as soon as you hold the energy of somebody else's pain, it brings you down. It manifests as dis-ease, inflammation, being off center, rumination, worry, anxiety, stress. So every time your thoughts become embroiled, pay attention to see if it's actually belonging to you. Maybe it's something that you've picked up. Maybe you're entangled with something that you've witnessed. And allow yourself to step back as an observer, claiming your own space, being centered your own field. You're actually able to respond and tend to others in a more powerful and profound way when you're centered and grounded. Tune into yourself and see what actually belongs to me. Feel the feels. It's important to let them pass through you. Because if you bottle them up, you're going to hold them in your body and your body's going to calcify and stiffen. Old energy that doesn't belong to you creates inflammation in the joints, creates agitation in your nervous system. Because each of us truly, I believe, in our natural, relaxed state is joyous. It's one of delight and awe and wonder. That's our natural state. Don't feel guilty for feeling good. Yes, there's a tremendous amount of suffering on this planet at this time. But your joy, your delight, your awe, your empowerment will lift other people up. So bringing yourself into that state of elevated, expansive joy, delight, wonder is going to ripple out to everybody in your sphere of influence. It's going to inspire them to elevate, to find that in themselves. That's how you radiate and shine your light. By example, you model to others. Your very being, your natural state of being, models to others. Your joy is your soul's medicine. It's medicine for others. How do I get that? How do I be that radiant self? And that's not to say life isn't going to slam you and throw you sideways and knock you down and knock you off your feet and challenge you and squeeze you and twist you and distort you, throw you off balance, throw you off center. That's the nature of the game. These are the challenges. Defining your space and being centered and grounded in your own natural state, you become like a lighthouse versus a sponge. If you walk into a room and you absorb everybody else's energy, pretty soon you're going to feel very heavy, because most people are walking around carrying a tremendous amount of baggage. Versus if you walk into a room and you're centered and grounded and you expand your awareness and you are the light, you broadcast that. Everybody receives the benefit of that. So in that way, you're not absorbing, you're broadcasting. Be the lighthouse, not the sponge. Your inner calm is going to help everybody else who are in the storm. Your center of gravity in the center of your whirlwind, the still point in the center of the whirlwind, is going to assist everybody else in the storm. There are millions of people waking up right now and discovering that the world is not quite what they thought it was. And it's jarring to have the blinders pulled off, to realize what you believed was true is not actually so. And for someone like myself who's had decades on the healing journey and time to process and integrate and find my way and keep pulling myself up and do the shadow work and explore the depths, I've had the luxury of time, but many haven't. And I take it since you're here that you're probably one and the same, that you've done a lot of work on yourself and that you're feeling grounded and centered. And in that way you're able to assist others. Because you can imagine if suddenly the mask gets ripped off and you're shocked, in disbelief, that everything you thought was true is not so. And there's a huge turmoil, tumultuous emotions that surface with a spiritual awakening. And for millions of people, this is happening very quickly with no support, no awareness, no resources, no wherewithal, no ability to know how to navigate uncharted territory. So as light workers, healers, empaths, psychic intuitives, now is the time to heed the call, to step into that leadership role. Keep yourself grounded, keep yourself anchored, and lead by example. Because your very being is an example and a model and a demonstration of how you can navigate life through the storm. Trusting that you're in the right place at the right time, and that you'll know when to go, when to stay, when to talk, when to listen, when to engage, when to rest, when to create, when to play, when to move forward, when to take time out, when to eat, when to fast. And finally, I just want to say to all of the empaths out there, thank you. Thank you for being hypersensitive And for all the people who've been misunderstood, misjudged because of your sensitivity, let this be an empowerment for you to realize right here, right now, that it's our time. It's our time to lead. Because there are millions who are so lost and so confused and cannot see outside of the entanglement. So the empath has a clarity that many do not. And that clarity and that level of acuity, your astute awareness, honed like a blade, will do everybody in your sphere of influence the greatest of service. So with that, know that you're loved, appreciated, important, and that I see you, I recognize you, I acknowledge you, and I respect you. And thank you for being you. Thank you for being here. Bless.